Hello everybody, it's Neko here, and welcome back to another Paint With Me episode. In this week's video, I'll be painting rocks, which was actually number 13 on my list of 100 things to do over summer. I wanted to try something a bit different, painting on a medium that I haven't exactly tried before, so I thought rocks would be an interesting one, and I wasn't going to just go and just paint a rock one solid colour. If I was going to paint rocks, I wanted to actually paint patterns on them. This is definitely an activity I would recommend for older children or just adults, I suppose. It's very calm and relaxing. You sort of just zone out while you're doing it, just creating these little dots. But for any younger children, it'll probably just be easier for them to just, like I said, slap some paint on a rock and see what funny faces they could make, I guess. I started off by cleaning the rocks thoroughly before I dried them with a paper towel. Then I sketched on various designs with a pencil. I took inspiration from flowers as well as some ideas that I saw on Pinterest and just things that I liked. And I think there's an anchor in there as well, just because I like the nautical theme, and I don't know, painting rocks kind of reminds me of something you kind of do at the seaside. I don't know why. Anyway, like I said, this whole process was very, very calm and very relaxing, I guess. It was just a case of taking the paint and just creating small dots, and then when you ran out of paint you pick some more up on your brush and then continued from where you left off. I did try various different tools when I was painting them, but I found that just using the brush end was the easiest. I tried using the back of the brush and also an actual dotting tool, but I found that these ran out of paint too soon, so I just kept with the brush. Then I was able to do 3 or 4 dots at a time before having to reload my paintbrush, whereas when I was using the dotting tool I had to reload it every single time I made a mark, which would have just taken hours. So, what's been happening lately anyway? I feel like I've been a bit out of focus when it comes to videos lately. I've had a lot of things go on with work. One of our colleagues actually got fired, so I've had to pick up pretty much all the shifts at work, which sucks because now it means I'm working almost full-time hours. It's a bit complicated, it's very strange. Which now means I have less time to record videos and you can sort of sit down and just spend some time talking into a microphone or just creating projects. So I'm trying to get on top of things by collecting materials beforehand and just trying to put aside time over the weekends to sort of do projects. However, recently my photography business has actually started really taking off. I've got photo shoots planned for the next 4 weekends in a row, which is just going to be absolutely crazy. And as well as trying to find time to spend with my friends on top of that, as well as record videos for YouTube, it's just been a bit hectic. I don't know, maybe next week when I sort of fall into a more regular routine and I sort of get used to how everything works, then I might be able to find free time when I'm able to actually put aside time to record videos and just make crafty projects. But at the moment I've just had no time whatsoever, and I know that's really cliche and everyone says that, but it's just so weird going from like, I think it was 16 hours a week to now it's like 25 hours a week, and it's just it's very strange hours. And when I say 25 hours a week, that's like a minimum as well. Like I do probably more than that, but it's just been a bit hectic. I was thinking back the other day and it was the 15th of July I graduated from university, so it's almost been a year. I don't know if it will be a year by the time you guys see this video, or if this will be now this Friday's video, but it's just strange thinking about what I have done in this year and what I haven't done, and like the things I set out to do, the things I'm still doing. I mean, I've definitely come further than I thought I would have, not gonna lie. I didn't think I would have made it to this point. However, there are still some things that I want to tweak and work out. Like I thought learning to drive would be a bit of a faster process. Turns out it's not a very fast process, especially when you're a dirt poor student who has to save up money for like 3-4 months and then has trouble finding a driving instructor. I didn't actually find a driving instructor until March, so I only just started driving then, and you know, my lessons are coming to an end soon, and I'm sort of taking my test now, and it's just all come around so fast. So things are happening fast, but not as fast as I thought they would. It's sort of difficult to explain. And business-wise, I'm really happy with how everything's been going. It's sort of been a bit of a slow start to a year, but now summer's here, I've actually started getting more inquiries, more people have been approaching me for like photo shoots. I think people just feel better about getting out and wanting photos taken, especially in the summer as well. I know a few of my friends have been joking about, yeah, we should go like to a beach and do like a proper photo shoot with all of us, and I really do want to do that because I do miss just going out for like an entire day with my friends and just being able to photograph them. Like I know Steph and Jack and I have done a few little like outings, but they've only been for like a few hours. I'm talking like from like 7 a.m. to like 9 p.m, which I used to do all the time last year. Goodness, looking back at like all the vlogs I made and like even the things I didn't document and put on YouTube, we just always were out, and just every weekend we were somewhere, and I just have so many photos and just like look back and romanticize about it all, and it's all very just, I miss that. Anyway, at least now that summer's here, I can actually get out and do more stuff. I remember I said in my 100 things to do over summer video that things were picking up activity wise, like a lot of my friends are throwing house parties and barbecues, and that's literally just continued all the way through June and even in July. Like I'm looking at my calendar right now and I can see that every weekend in July I have something planned, and then even during the week I've had to take time off work in the mornings where I can go meet clients in the morning for wedding interviews or just generally hang out with friends after work. So it's very, very hectic and crazy, but at the same time I kind of love it. I hate sitting home. I'm not one of these people who can just sit down and just do nothing. Like I always have to be doing something, otherwise I get really fidgety. Anyway, I'm gonna apologise in advance for the lack of any content that may be coming up. I will try to like put together some videos, but don't expect like really long art tutorials. Maybe 1 or 2 throughout July, but at the moment it's looking like I'm pretty busy, so I might try to make some more just relaxed sort of vlogs and just little day trips and things, like my birthday one that I made, or like the one where Mum and I went to Stonehenge, that sort of thing, because that's something that I'm going to have time for. That's something that's going to be more likely for me to create. Anyway, that's it from me this week, guys. As always, if you have any suggestions for any crafty creations, leave them in the comment box below, and I'll be back next week with a brand new video. So until then, take care, guys. Bye.